Just like us humans, the environment our animals live in deeply impacts them. Hi, my name is Akshaya Kavale. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. We are all impacted by the environment we live in. If we live in a space where there's a lot of positive energy, it is conducive to our growth, we have a lot of encouragement and support, it definitely reflects in our personality. The same thing applies to our plants and animals as well. Animals are very quick to pick up on changes of energy around them, and very often they may reflect it through their behavior. Their behavior becomes an important part of their communication with their humans and their environment. This is true not only just for companion animals but also for community animals. However, with companion animals, it becomes even more important for us to understand how their environment is affecting and impacting them so that we can help them to make the environment conducive for their overall well-being too. This is an interesting conversation I recently had with a beautiful Siberian Husky who belonged to a family who had just recently welcomed a young infant into their homes. This dog, when the baby came in, was very happy and was very protective of the baby as well. They could see how supportive the dog is and how welcoming the dog is towards their new baby. So the dog looked at himself as the older sibling and took up the responsibility of being one. He wouldn't even mind the changes that were brought about with the advent of the new baby. And while there were changes in his routine, the attention he got a little divided. He was absolutely fine with it. He in fact showed them through his behavior that he doesn't mind it at all. However, in some time, this behavior changed a bit and they saw that the dog had started becoming a bit of a recluse. He would stay away and oftentimes he would hide his face and he would sit. Of course, they had gone to the doctors and all his reports were clean. So, health-wise, he had absolutely no issues. Here it is important to note that as a communicator, we do not trespass into the territories of other professionals such as behaviorists and doctors. So whenever there is a health issue, there is a behavioral issue, it is important that we bring our animals to our vets to understand what is happening with them at a physical and health level. Through communication, we can understand about their feelings of the situation so that we know their perception and can bring them ways to help them better at an emotional level too. So once the doctors had given him all clear and they could not understand what is happening, they reached out and they requested to have a conversation. When I spoke to the animal, he was a happy dog. He had no particular complaints, and the humans are also specifically mentioned that they think that over time he is unable to adjust and adapt to the baby, and hence he feels upset. Maybe we are not giving him a lot of attention. That is the reason why he is upset. So I asked him about the change in his behavior, and he clarified that it's not about attention. He does not expect the humans to overburden themselves with this guilt that he needs a lot of attention, because he understands how difficult it is to have a child at home and they really need to give attention to the child at this point in time at least. So he gets enough activity. Physical activity had not changed. He was happy with his food. He was happy with his routine. So then I asked, what is it that is making you change your behavior? And he said that the baby has started crying a lot. The baby keeps crying throughout the day, and that is very stressful for him. It is stressful because the baby is crying loudly and it is overstimulating for him. So that's one. The second thing, he said that emotionally also he feels bad because he doesn't understand what is happening. He doesn't know what to do to help, and that just makes him retreat into his own shell. This information I shared with the parents, with the humans, and they started laughing and they said that is actually true. In the recent past, the baby has changed the sleep timings, and so throughout the day, oftentimes the baby will cry. Even at nights, it's getting up at all odd hours and crying, and there are times when we are just unable to pacify the baby, so we keep picking the baby up and trying to do everything to pacify. But yes, the decibel values at home have definitely risen a lot. So this is how the environment can really impact the animal. And in this case, I explained to the dog that it is a temporary phase, and as the baby grows, it will grow out of this phase as well. And I asked the dog if it needs any other help from the humans to make him feel a little more comfortable. He mentioned that just explain to him what he could do, as well as why the baby is crying, and if there is any way to kind of minimize the sound for him, like putting him in another room, or ensuring that at least when the baby is crying they're little separated physically, that would be really helpful. So the family started to do that, and in a few days time they saw that there was a great change in his behavior, a positive change. And now they had also put him in the habit that whenever he feels stressed with the crying, he was trained to use a space in the house where he would not be disturbed or where there was not a lot of sound. So they put him into the habit in the few days that they were working with him. So now every time he felt stressed, he used to choose to go to that space and take care of himself and feel a little more calm and relaxed. So this is how communication can help us understand the animal's perspective, so that we can provide them with holistic resolutions for their issues. But please note that for health and behavior issues, it is important that we reach out to the appropriate professionals such as doctors and behaviorists, because what they do is not something we are trained to do. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful. If you have such experiences, please do share them in the comment section below so that we can all learn from each other. Until the next video, bye bye.